Hey buddy, this is Home Today Man back from the video. Today I just want to talk to you guys about my why I decided to get the Onkyo TX-RZ50 and sold my old Onkyo TX-RZ-1100 receiver. There's multiple reasons why I decided to upgrade. So one of the reasons is because the main reason is because of direct live calibration. I wanted to hear how it sounded on the new Onkyo receiver. Because the other thing, my EQ calibration on my old TX-RZ-1100 receiver, even when it was calibrated, I was not able to hear people's voices talking. Like when they would be talking, I would having to turn up the volume very loud and turn up my dB level settings real high because I could not hear people's voices. And I could not hear the people's voices. Because it has to do with the processor that is in the Onkyo TX-RZ-1100 receiver. After a while, my Onkyo TX-RZ-1100 receiver, when I had my systems, when I had my system set up, when I had the EQ calibration done on my Onkyo TX-RZ-1100, I was getting echoing out of my speaker, my front stage. I was getting an echoing sound on my front stage when people would be talking. It would echo. I don't know why Onkyo was doing that. And also I had an issue where I was constantly getting audio dropouts from my Onkyo TX-RZ-1100 receiver. So the only ones I get echoing sound with the people's voices they're talking. I'll get audio dropouts as well. So if you don't know what audio dropouts are, it's something that Onkyo back in that day, 2016, 2015, 2017 models all suffered from. Basically, you could be watching a movie and you turn off your receiver to go upstairs or something, turn back on the AVR, you get no sound at all. You get video, but you get no sound out of the AVR. There's an ongoing issue with the Onkyo TX-RZ-1100 that it suffered from. So just random stuff like that is the reason why I decided to upgrade to the Onkyo TX-RZ50. Another reason why I wanted to get the RZ50 is one thing is because of direct live calibration, which I told you in the beginning of the video. Direct live calibration was good, and also the reason why I also don't talk to you guys about the main reason why I sold my Onkyo TX-RZ-1100 is because when I had it calibrated with EQ, I would turn up to hear people's voices. I'd turn up the volume really loudly on my receiver just to hear people's voices. I'd have to turn up to 95 just to hear the voices. It's so quiet. The voices are quiet. And then when the action pack happened, I'd have to turn the volume way down. It's way too loud in my theater room. It's I was constantly battling with the volume button on my Logitech Pro Harmony remote control, and it's just irritating. Then later on in the years, I got just before I sold my Onkyo, I decided to sell my Onkyo RZ-1100. I was getting an echoing sound when people were talking. The people's voices would echo in my front stage. So it's that's another issue I told you in the video. That's why I sold my Onkyo TX-RZ-1100 receiver. So anyways, the reason why I upgraded to the Onkyo TX-RZ50, because one thing I told you, because of direct live calibration. Second thing is because I own a Samsung TV, and Samsung TV does not support Dolby Vision. It supports HDR10+. So whereas my own Onkyo TX-RZ50, my own Onkyo, which was my TX-RZ-1100 receiver, it only supported Dolby Vision and HDR10. That was it. But I wanted something that supports both Dolby Vision and HDR10+. So that's why I upgraded to the Onkyo TX-RZ50. Another thing the reason why I upgraded to the RZ50 was because it has HDMI 2.1 features on it. So that's another reason why I upgraded to the Onkyo TX-RZ50. So right now everything's running off from Onkyo. All my cables are running off from Onkyo TX-RZ50 right now. I got all new HDMI cables. I got THX HDMI 2.1 cables. So, and I bought the cables based on the length I needed. I didn't buy it just because what I made a mistake was when I bought my Whirlpool cables, I bought 10 feet. And it was way too big. It was like overpowering the back of my rack. The 10 feet cables were overpowering the back of my rack, and also was a big wire mess back there because of my Whirlpool cables. Then also I had all four of my Whirlpool, I had all four of my Whirlpool cables down on me, my 10-footer ones. So I got two new ones, and they died on me as well. So I gave up with that, and I bought the THX cables. I'm real happy with it. And I didn't buy just I measured my rack, guys. Measured each component of my rack. Measured what length I'll need for the HDMI 2.1 cables THX, and that's how I got. So I got different lengths in my cables. All the HDMI cables are not the same length. Got a 4.9 foot. I got 3.9 foot. I got a 2.3 feet cable. So those are what those. So that's what I did for my cabling, and there's a couple other stuff I needed to do for my rack as well, which I tell you guys. I'm gonna get a new. I have to replace my Whirlpool cable because I have one Whirlpool cable. It's my EOT cable. It's going from a TV through the wall all the way to my receiver. And that cable is giving me a lot of issues. I get a black screen, and I hear the audio, but I get a black screen. Then also I will get also I will have I think this is HDC 2.2 issue error that comes up when I turn on my receiver. So that's another issue I'm having with it. It's my HDMI Whirlpool cable. The other thing I get is, please contact Amazon or switch to a different HDMI cables. I get that from about my Whirlpool cable on my TV as well. Again, my EOT cable is not good. I gotta get it swapped out. So as soon as I do that, I got my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law run the new cable through my wall because he has the tools to do it. So the second thing I want to do is once I get my Whirlpool cable, 50-footer, I want to be able to have W Home Systems on Ethernet cables for my. Straight above me is the router in the upstairs bedroom. So I want to jack to one Ethernet cables and run it down the wall to my AV rack. So I'm going fiber optic. So I'm going with that. So that's the second thing I'm doing. Third thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be upgrading my rack. I'm talking about this for years. I was gonna get the rack back in November, AV rack Strong Alpha series. Then I decided to get a new boiler player instead. I got a hell of a deal on that Panasonic EB9000 boiler player, so I decided to buy that instead of the rack. Now that's the third thing I'm gonna do is buy the rack. And the fourth thing I'll buy, which is the most expensive, is I'm gonna be buying the Control 4 Halo remote control. So I'm buying that next because my Logitech Pro Harmony 1200, it is just going so slow, and when I'll be scrolling over to the left and right, it will end up getting hung up, freezing. It'll drain my whole entire battery down to nothing, and my controller died immediately. So it's like there's a constantly. So I'm kind of battling with it. So I'm just using my Panasonic EB9000 remote control for boiler player. Now I'm just using this remote control. My Logitech sucks right now. They stopped updating it and stopped updating my Logitech 2400. So that's what I'm going with Control 4. I also could get the Ava remote control. I might get the Ava. I'm not sure. It's a little bit cheaper. Depends on what kind of deal I can get on the Ava. I'll get that. I'll just see it and make a semi-one for review. Again, please do like, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below what your thoughts are. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Again, Home Third Man over and out. Take care, guys.